Organized crime in Ontario, Canada, is a $44.5 billion industry that largely goes unnoticed by the average citizen. This intricate web of illicit activities, woven meticulously behind the scenes, has a staggering reach, touching all corners of the province. Yet its ubiquitous presence is often overlooked, hidden in plain sight. Through this video, we aim to pull back the curtain on this unseen threat, leveraging the comprehensive Out of the Shadows document from the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police, or OACP. This invaluable resource, painstakingly compiled by the dedicated members of the OACP's Intelligence and Organized Crime Committee, offers an in-depth look into the insidious world of organized crime in Ontario. Our purpose is to shed light on this issue, to expose the unseen, and to raise awareness about the colossal scale and impact of organized crime. Because understanding the problem is the first step towards solving it. Now let us dive into the unseen world of organized crime in Ontario. Organized crime is not a static entity. It evolves, adapts, and shifts its tactics to stay one step ahead of law enforcement. Just as the world around us changes, so too does the face of organized crime in Ontario. If we turn back the pages of history, we'll find that the nature of these criminal groups has undergone a significant transformation. An evolution, if you will, from the days of bootlegging during the Prohibition era to the digital age where cybercrime has taken root. The Out of the Shadows document, an insightful resource by the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police, provides a closer look at this ever-changing landscape. It highlights the different types of organized crime groups that have made their presence felt in Ontario. From traditional organized crime groups, with their roots in specific ethnic communities, to street gangs that are more fluid and less structured, the spectrum is wide. There are also outlaw motorcycle gangs who have a long-standing history in the province, and white-collar criminals who operate behind the veneer of legitimate businesses. These groups engage in a myriad of criminal activities. They're involved in everything from drug trafficking, human smuggling, and firearms dealing to fraud, identity theft, and cybercrime. Furthermore, these organizations are not just operating in the shadows. They're infiltrating our communities, establishing a firm foothold in various sectors of the economy. They're exploiting the vulnerable, corrupting officials, and leaving a trail of violence in their wake. The most alarming part is their adaptability. They're quick to seize new opportunities, embracing technology and globalization. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, becoming more sophisticated and more dangerous with each passing day. These organizations are not just a threat to the law, but more importantly, to the society and communities they infiltrate. Organized crime is not just about the criminals. It's about the communities they affect and the lives they disrupt. So let's delve into how organized crime impacts Ontario's communities, as outlined in the Out of the Shadows document. Organized crime doesn't just exist in the shadows. It spills into our neighborhoods, our schools, and our places of work. It's a silent threat that undermines the very fabric of our communities. But how exactly does it do that? It's not just about an increase in crime rates. It's about the ripple effects of these crimes. One of the most immediate impacts is on safety and security. Organized crime brings with it violence and fear. It turns our peaceful neighborhoods into battlegrounds. It forces law-abiding citizens to live in constant apprehension with the fear of becoming collateral damage in a gang war. But organized crime doesn't just threaten our physical safety. It also poses a significant threat to our financial security. Organized crime syndicates run complex operations which often involve money laundering, fraud, and extortion. These illegal activities drain our economy, diverting millions of dollars each year that could be used for public services, education, and healthcare. Moreover, organized crime's reach extends beyond just the immediate victims. It affects everyone in the community. It erodes trust in institutions, undermines social cohesion, and creates a culture of fear and uncertainty. And let's not forget the emotional cost, the fear, the anxiety, the loss of a sense of security. These are things you can't put a price tag on. The emotional toll on individuals and communities is immeasurable, but it's a cost we all bear. In conclusion, organized crime's impact on our communities is far-reaching. It's not just about the crimes committed or the money stolen. It's about the lives disrupted, the trust eroded, and the sense of safety lost. The cost of organized crime is far greater than any dollar amount. It's about the safety and well-being of our communities. Fighting organized crime is not just the responsibility of law enforcement, it's a fight we all have to join. A battle against the unseen, a struggle against the dark underbelly of society. Organized crime is a foe that demands a united front. The Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police, or the OACP, is at the forefront of this fight, tirelessly working to protect communities from the clutches of organized crime. But it's not a fight they can win alone. In order to truly combat these criminal networks, we need a combined effort, a collective resistance. The OACP's Intelligence and Organized Crime Committee is hard at work crafting invaluable resources, such as the Out of the Shadows document. This document is a testament to their commitment, a beacon of knowledge aimed at educating the public about the realities of organized crime in Ontario. But why is public awareness so crucial in this fight? Well, knowledge is power. When we understand the mechanisms of organized crime, we can better protect ourselves and our communities from its effects. We can recognize the signs, report suspicious activities, and refuse to be silent bystanders. We can help law enforcement agencies by being their eyes and ears on the ground. Community involvement is another pillar in this battle. Organized crime thrives in the shadows, in the silence of those who choose to look the other way. But when communities unite, when they choose to take a stand, these criminal networks lose their power. They can no longer operate unseen and unchecked. In this fight, every single person has a role to play. From the law enforcement officer patrolling the streets, to the teacher educating the youth, to the average citizen refusing to turn a blind eye, we all have a part in bringing organized crime out of the shadows. So, let's join hands in this fight. Let's stand together against this unseen enemy. Let's educate, protect, and empower our communities. Together we can bring organized crime out of the shadows and into the light. Organized crime in Ontario is a complex and ever-changing problem, but it's not an insurmountable one. Over the course of this video, we've delved into the unseen threat posed by organized crime, its evolving nature, the profound impact it has on our communities, and the ongoing fight against it. It's clear that this issue is not to be taken lightly, but rather it's one that requires our collective attention and action. The key to combating this issue lies in our awareness and understanding. By educating ourselves about the reality of organized crime, its strategies, and its implications, we become better equipped to recognize it and take action. But it shouldn't stop there. We need to share this information, fostering a community-wide awareness that can act as a formidable defense against these criminal activities. The Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police has provided an invaluable resource with the document, Out of the Shadows, which is easily accessible online. I encourage you to delve into it, to learn and to share that knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power. Together we can help bring organized crime out of the shadows.